Joining us now is Mr. Mboweni from International Housing Solutions. Mboweni, it's a great pleasure and an honor to have you here today.
Thank you.
Great. Could you kindly just give us a brief introduction of yourself and International Housing Solutions?
Yeah. Okay, my name is Solly Mboweni. I'm MD of IHS SA, which is IHS stands for International Housing Solutions. We are a private equity asset manager. We currently probably manage close to about 6 billion worth of funds in rands terms. Sorry, I'm not going to convert into Botswana denomination. We specialize in affordable housing. Our business is about raising capital from pension funds and DFIs that want to invest in impact investments, which affordable housing is recognized as one of those across the world, by the way. Unfortunately, they invest and they want to see a return. So our job is to pull the funds, put them into SPVs or structures, but in the main what we do is in-commandite partnerships, which is private equity, and we invest and manage the units that we build for a period of 10 years on average, and then we have to sell the units and be able to return the capital that we have invested plus the returns that we've promised, and hopefully there's a little bit left for us. Yeah, I think that's about it. We have a presence here in Botswana. And like I said, we also have a presence in Namibia. And 2 years ago, we launched a fund in Kenya. And we're hoping to grow further outside of our comfort zone, as in South Africa, and replicate, because the housing challenge is actually a worldwide challenge, but you know, we are in Africa. We need to start in Africa and try and make a positive contribution, because we won't be able to solve the problem by ourselves.
Mr. Mboweni, we spoke of affordable housing in your panel discussion this afternoon, and most of the interviewees that I've had here today have touched base on affordable housing. One would say affordable housing is very subjective. Could you kindly define for us the IHS definition of affordable housing?
Yeah, okay, at least you're asking me about IHS definition of affordable housing. Because we are rooted in South Africa, and our definition starts there. In South Africa, we have what we call the Financial Services Charter, which is an agreement between business and government, where the agreement says there's going to be a concerted and intentional effort to make a difference in the people that can afford. And when it comes to housing, what the charter says is that it describes affordable housing as housing that is built for people earning on average about 28,000 rands, which will be about 20 or 21,000 pula and below. So that's the definition that we use, but we further, to make sure that it's clear with our investors, we have an average price per unit to define what we invest in, And that average price per unit starts at about 850,000 rands per unit, which will be close to about 720 a puller and below.
Thank you very much for the definition. We've had multiple speakers here at the conference. What is your take home from this conference? And will we be seeing you at the Real Estate Conference and Expo in the year 2024?
Yes, you're going to see me. I insist, and I'm going to be vocal about it. I've already spoken to the organizers. I think this topic deserves more than the time it got today. 40 minutes was not enough. It is, if you look in Africa, and actually it's not just in Africa, the bulk of the people are the, call it low class people, you know. It's like a pyramid. You know, you got the guys earning up there and the bulk is there. So how are we solving for the people at the bottom? Okay, the higher you go, there's more profits. The lower you go, there's less profits, but that's where the demand is. So I think we need to spend more time on this topic and really talk about innovative ways of trying to solve the problem. So yes, I'm coming back, or maybe some of my colleagues, let me say God willing, I'm coming back to participate and to make a contribution. Thank you.
Thank you so much for your contribution to today's conference. I think everybody who was here it was a very engaging discussion, and everybody has something to take home in terms of, you know, keyword affordable accommodation or affordable housing. Thank you so much for having us, or thank you so much for joining us, Mboweni, and we look forward to seeing you next year.
Yeah, well done. I think it was a great event and it was fruitful, and we need to continue on this, call it trajectory, and we get there.